What if I told you I can tell you who will win the Champions League right now? Well, even without having to take out my crystal ball, I can tell you it'll probably be whoever wins between and but hey, that's boring, man. Let's go ahead and break down the analysis and get our predictions ready to see who will get out of the semifinals and who will duke it out for greatness in the Champions League final. Inter beat Benfica, where in game 1, Barella and Lukaku both scored, and in game 2, Barella, Lautaro Martinez, and Correa scored to take out Benfica.
Get him out of here! Get out!
Real Madrid absolutely spanked Chelsea with their eyes closed with a 0-4 win on aggregate that honestly could have been 0-10. In game 1, Benzema and Asensio scored, and Rodrigo scored both goals in the second leg, really showing the team what he's got.
Nice.
Man City absolutely slapped Bayern around 1-4 on aggregate, where in game 1, Rodri, Silva, and Haaland scored in their 3-0 bashing of Bayern Munich. Game 2, we saw Haaland miss a very rare penalty. Haaland ended up scoring a little later, and Kimmich made a penalty toward the end of the game. AC Milan beat a Osimhen-less Napoli 1-2 on aggregate, which was definitely the lowest scoring out of all 4 games. In game 1, Benacer scored a great goal, and in game 2, Giroud laid in the easiest goal of his life after Leao literally bolted across the entire pitch. And at the end of the game, Osimhen scored a goal and was fighting violently to get the ball back, thinking they had another chance when, sorry pal, it was over.
Failure!
And now we're on to the big dogs, the final 4. Of these 4 teams, one of them will be raising the Champions League trophy. But who will it be? Honestly, it's just amazing to see how the Italian teams, regardless of everybody counting them out, has dragged 2 of their teams to be 2 of the final 4 in the semifinals. Real Madrid and Man City both made light work of the last round. Both teams are second in their league, but both are performing much better in Europe, and honestly, Man City is catching up to Arsenal very quickly in the Premier League. Although it seems Barcelona is safely ahead of Real Madrid in La Liga. Both teams have plenty of players who are on absolute monster form. Haaland is literally going to break every record known to man in the Premier League and in the Champions League. Both teams are playing absolutely beautiful football and have many scoring opportunities. Both depend on the counter-attack, although I would say Man City is a little better at defending it. I also believe Man City was scarred, and them facing Real Madrid will potentially be their redemption. We can't count out Real Madrid though. There are many who last year guaranteed Man City would win.
It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
This is a team who has Champions League DNA ingrained into them. Ancelotti doesn't really go off tactics as much as he does off his instinct. Manchester City has also modified their pressing to where they can press a team heavily but still maintain a back 3 to defend them just in case the press doesn't go well. I think the pairing of Vinicius and Benzema will be absolutely deadly. But will the back line for Manchester City keep up? We'll have to find out. And Erling Haaland, not a single team in the league or in Europe at the moment has found a solution for this man. So it makes me really question if Real Madrid will be any different. The one thing Real Madrid really does have going for them, which honestly is so underrated and can really make a difference, is between now and the games, they have a far less congested schedule. And on the other side of Europe, in Italy, we have 2 teams both making it. But in the semifinals, for the 3rd time in the last 20 years, we will have a Milan derby, a Milan Classico between Inter and AC. Both are doing pretty similar in Serie A. Both struggling quite a bit, not at that 1st, 2nd, or 3rd place they would ideally like to be in. But both in Europe have changed it around. In their regular domestic league, they're finding it very difficult to score goals, but in Europe, they're doing a lot better, a lot scrappier and a lot more defensive minded. But what else do you expect from Italian teams? Inter Milan, one thing I would say they have going for them is that they still have 2010 in their recent subconscious, but typically they both have a great defense because they have that Italian football DNA. AC Milan's goalkeeper Magna is an absolute animal. This dude is a straight stone wall. This man has had some insane saves that has absolutely been the reason why AC Milan is in the semis. Inter has gone through on a little bit more of a consistent basis with their performances. AC Milan has been scrapping out last minute clutch up victories. Because honestly, when it comes to Champions League, the one thing that will help teams and the one thing that you want on your side is that clutch gene, which AC Milan has proven to have. Inter played very well against Benfica, But the one thing that concerns me is that they did concede 3 goals in their last game. It's great when you score 3 goals, but you can't allow the other team to score 3 goals.
Come on, man.
And although AC Milan hasn't been scoring as much as Inter in the Champions League, they are creating opportunities and capitalizing and maintaining a stone wall of a defense to not concede goals to the other team as well, which is equally as important and often overlooked. So we have 2 teams with good defenses, monster goalkeepers, and offenses that take a little to get going, but when they do get going, they can be absolutely clinical and absolutely devastating to the other team. In conclusion, who do I think will advance? Well, I think for Man City and Real Madrid, I honestly am going to take Man City on a 5-4 aggregate. I think it's going to be very close. I think it could still go either way, but I think the winner of this team will win it all. I think Real Madrid is very, very good, but I think their experience is slightly being outweighed by Man City's great form, more youth, more energy. I think they'll perform better over 2 legs. Do I think Real Madrid will get a win? I absolutely do. But I think over the course of both games, Manchester City will score more goals. I think Erling Haaland is probably going to get a brace here and there, maybe even a hat trick. I think Real Madrid's year was last year. I think this year Man City is getting their revenge, and they will be in the final. And if I had to bet my life on it, they probably will win it all. AC Milan, Inter Milan, who will win? Call me crazy. I don't know why I'm saying this. This isn't part of my research.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
This isn't part of my research and the statistics. This is just my gut feeling. I'm taking AC Milan winning 3-2 on aggregate, taking out Inter to where they will probably get smacked by whoever wins in the other semi-final matchup. Hey guys, down below, let me know your predictions for who you think will win these matchups. Let me know who you think is going to win it all.
Prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you liked and you stayed till this point, go ahead and throw me a like and a subscribe. I got more content coming later.
Bev.